Hey everyone, this is J360, and I'm bringing you another cyrax video. Now I'm gonna make this one quick because it's really just about meterless combos. Cyrax players tend to go for big, high damage combos whenever we have meter, but whenever we have no meter, we pretend as if we don't know how to combo with him at all. There are certain combos that we all do out of habit, just because they're very familiar to us, and we want to go for them. But a lot of times, he has good combo potential depending on how you want to close out the round from pretty much any hit. So we're not going to need these meters. Anyway, first let's start with the basics. His bread and butter: jumping punch 2-1 net, jumping punch back 2, neutral jump punch 2-1, 1-2-1 ragdoll. That is 37%. And for those of you who are not comfortable with the height spacing for the ragdoll setup, instead of ending it with ragdoll, you can just end it with an air grab. Now, of course, it switches positions, and it all depends on where you are on the screen. If you want to get them towards the corner, use the ragdoll. If you want to get them back into the corner, use the air grab. Now, a lot of people do have problems with the jump-in punch back too, because of the fact that it doesn't combo a lot of times like this. Now, in MK, usually, it doesn't matter where you do something, you can combo it. You can combo it as low as possible, as high as possible, as long as you don't hit the ground and then go for it. With the back 2, it doesn't work that way. With the back 2, you can't do it so high because it'll just count as a 2-hit combo. So what you have to do is you have to wait a little lower and then it'll combo. See, it's like almost at their face. So yeah. Now for people who still aren't comfortable with that, you can just go for the neutral jump punch setup, which can be ended with a special move that connects, but it's 2% less and it's more consistent. Another thing is his dissolving net combos. Shout out to Go to Mustard for this. He made a thread about it. Dissolving net is good because it eliminates wake-up attacks, and it leaves you kind of in the position where you can kind of just dash in and start down 4ing if you get down 4s instead of bombs. Now, as far as air dissolving nets, I'm not really the biggest fan of using the mid screen. They are good in the corner, but mid screen there are some better options that are harder to execute. For instance, there's this. It doesn't take as much as your normal combo, but it is good because it cannot be jumped and you are left an advantage. The timing is tight, like I said. They will jump it if you don't do it right. See, if you do it too early, it won't happen. But if you wait... Oh, yeah, I did it way too early. If you wait, they won't be able to jump it. See, they won't even be able to really beat you out of it. See? So, it's really good. You can end it however you want. You can even start, instead of doing 2-1, you can go for something like 3-3 saw so that they can't jump it, they still get hit, and you get another 12%. So essentially you get around like 32% depending on what type of setup you go for. Another thing is, since you're doing meterless and you're doing dissolving net combos, your main focus is to get them back into blocks. Let's say they don't try to jump, right? Let's say they're just blocking for their dear lives. You get back in, you get command grab pressure. That's just how it is. That's the good thing. So essentially you're setting up for command grab mix-up, or if they feel that you're going for command grabs, you always have the option of just attacking. That's the deadliest part of his mix-up. His mix-up is so scary that people will get hit trying to get out of it. Now, you're going to build yourself meter with that, but once again, this is a meterless video, not meter. You can go for another setup that I like doing that grants you a forward 2, which is this one. Let me make sure they're going to jump. See? They can't jump it. So that means that is granting you at least 26 frames of recovery for your opponent. So you can do your 26 frame forward 2, which leaves you at plus 11. That's ridiculous. Now let me see. Let me try to prove. Well, even though it is plus 11, I don't necessarily have to prove anything. It hit. Now I'm going to have him try to duck. Well, I didn't do it right. A little off. I usually get this, but... Oh. Let me see. There we go, that hit. Well, I didn't get it that time. But the way the frame data goes, you're supposed to be able to get a 1-1. They're not supposed to be able to duck it if done right. I'm going to try one last time just to show you. But, there we go. Yeah. When done on frame, you have a +2 advantage. Well, actually, you know, you have a 9-frame move during the 11-frame window, so they're at -2 at that point. They can't even move. You do get a 1 for pressure. You can always go for 2-1. Some characters get under it, but I didn't think so. I don't think during the duck state, as they're ducking, I don't think they can really escape it. Let's say if they're blocking. Yeah, okay, yeah, they get hit by it. But yeah, it's kind of really scary once the cyrax hits you with a 4-2 because it is plus 11, and I don't really see too many people use it. It is very good. Shout out to Winterworks for showing it to me because you get stuff like this. See this, which wouldn't normally hit, you get the hit for. So, next, I just want to go over his anti-air nets. I see a lot of cyraxes go for pretty stupid combos off of an anti-air net. We all do because there really isn't much damage that we can get off of it. But say we do this, you got to set up 26 into bomb, or if you don't care about bombs, 27 into ragdoll. Or if you want to go for a more consistent combo, because of the height spacing, whoops, you just go for the air grab one, which that definitely wasn't it. This one right here. Yeah, there we go. So, you know, those are much easier. Dissolving net from that isn't really too helpful, because it... a lot of times you can mess it up. I'll try to go for it, but yeah, it doesn't really leave you at the right gravity for some of the hits. But it's not that it's not good. But anyway, also off of the standing 2 anti-air, you get that into bomb setup, which is 24%. Whoops. You also get, of course, the same combo over and over again. It's just going to be like 1-2-1 into ragdoll or 1-2-1 into air grab. A lot of those. You generally land 24 to like 27% off of an anti-air, which isn't too bad. Now, quickly, I want to go over some of his corner combos, which are actually really good. They're kind of situational, but I want to show them to you anyway. This is the highest meterless combo that I've come up with him. If anyone else has any other ones, I would love to see them. But yeah, this is really good because it sets up into 42%, which is almost unheard of for cyrax meterless. And it can also set up into 40% dissolving net, which that one leaves you at a ridiculous advantage. Here goes another. This one's harder, but you don't necessarily have to get the hit jumping into the corner, so it's not as situational. But if you get this down, then you're boss. It's all about visual confirmation. 40% into net. Well, 40% into saw, but it's really only 37% into net, which is still better than his mid-screen combos. And of course, Cyrax also has his meterless resets. Let me hurry up and get this over with. He has a good 60-something%. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's 40%, 41% actually at that part. Let me see if I could just do it one last time. Well, anyway, you get the idea. It's 41% plus the initial damage, which, yeah, see, the initial damage, which is just the jump in punch back too. It's 24% plus 41%. You get 65 meterless. That's not bad, right? You also get the other one that Dr. Dark just put up recently. Let me see. Off of a corner net. Let's say you just cast him for some reason. Oh God. Let's say you just cast him for some reason, jumping from net. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. I don't know why I keep getting a 3. But, yeah, this video is in for resets in the first place. This is harder. I wouldn't necessarily go for this too often, but there we go. It's just 6% plus that 41 from before. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. As you see, Cyrax still has great damage. And you could just end it with something simple like that. But it's 41 plus the 6, it's 47. He has great damage with or without meter in the corner. He also has a lot of his setups that go into that. You know, that if they block it, of course, you know, it's not necessarily the prettiest thing, but instead of doing something like that, you could put him into situations like this. Block. Get him here. Go for command grab. Voila, you have your little corner vortex. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over. It's really nothing crazy. It's just that he has a lot of combos that he can do that take good damage, and everything, all the good ones generally range from like 35 to 40. Of course, there's a whole different area for his command grab, which is just, you get a guaranteed forward 2. Like I said, which is plus 11, and that's where you get the mix-up. You get tons of mix-up off of forward 2. You get to 1-1, you know, you get command grab. You can scare them into attacking 2-1, you know, whatever. Everybody knows this bullshit command grab setups, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over some of those. Thanks for watching.